Hi everyone, Swanky Markets here with the outlook for week commencing the 13th of September. Alright, some pairs they are starting to move for us now. We had the summer ranges, which we did really well in those summer ranges by playing the ranges and all that, and now the big boys are back. There's a bit more volume coming into the markets, and the markets are starting to move on some pairs. Some pairs are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. When this happens, we tend to get an explosive move once they break. So the secret is patience. Sit and wait, as I keep telling you. And then when it happens, do not hesitate. Wait for the close of the candle, place your order, you stop, etc., blah, 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 and just let it do its thing. Patience is the key. All right. Now, there is mixed talk about the U.S. stock markets. It depends who you listen to. Some are saying the S&P will see 1,200. Some are saying that it's about to fall. There's mixed signals. So what do? You tread very, very carefully on that. Should the stock market start to fall, in previous, the dollar's gotten stronger, but lately people aren't rushing to the dollar, so we'll have to see. China had good reports out over the weekend. Its exports are up a lot, so the Asian pairs should rise on the back of that. Mainly the Australian dollar as well. And then we have the yen saga, which is now it is what is becoming a saga. As this gets stronger against USD, they are taking too much pressure. All right, their economy it's really really hurting at the moment, and the yen is getting stronger. Right, but how much pain can someone take before hitting back? Now, also the Nikkei keeps testing support at 1998. Right, now the Nikkei is getting weaker as the yen gets stronger. Why? Because Japan is an export country, and the stronger the yen, the worse for their exports. Their exports start to fall off, and then their markets start to come down a little bit. All right. On top of that, there is deflation concerns. Recent rise in long-term yields is more of a move of concern than growth or inflation driven. It is not in anyone's interest for the world's third largest economy to implode, and it is more and more likely that Intervene will enter the market. However, we all know they do not have any money, but I will be watching for news on that again this week, as of last week. Now, Ifran has sent through a nice report as well, so I thank you for that, Ifran. It's always nice to see these when people send things through, so I thank you for that, mate. And we'll go on to there is news this week. Now, our news system is working really, really well. When we are looking to trade a certain news release, you have the video on the site, you have the system. Any questions, email them through. I'll answer it for you. But if the news report release does not hit the figures I give you, you do not take the trade. All right. If you take the trade, use the strategy that we've done videos on and we've taught you, and they work. It work really, really good. So let's go on to tonight. So we'll just start with the SEB system. Just quickly, it's starting to warm up again now after the summer ranges, and we will just go through. Let me just get them up here 1 second, guys. Euro yen. Now the euro yen. This is it. There's you would not have gone along here. There was all these EMAs above. They were in our green patch. There was a 66 profit tag, and it did kind of eventually struggle its way up and then came all the way back down again. You wouldn't have taken this, especially with the yen in such a downtrend. I personally wouldn't have taken that long there. So that your target would have been up here, and you would have taken this, and you might have got in long here, and then you would have had 21 pip drawdown, came up, down, gone up. 15, came down 9, went up 42, came down to break even, went up to 56, now you're back down 10. So you wouldn't really have taken that one. That one would have been a bit messy, all right? But there was a no trade signal here as well that would have also have kept you out of that. Let me get up the other ones 1 second now, guys. Euro Aussie. Now the Euro Aussie, you had the 200 EMA here, you had the 365 just above it around here, but the 200 here EMA right in the middle of the green field. You wouldn't have taken that. We know that we're short on this anyway, so you would not have been looking for longs. But if you were thinking of longing it, with that 200 EMA right there, you wouldn't have long it. And where did it hit to the pip? The 200 EMA came right back below the 21 and the 55, came back up, tested 55, fell away, came back up, and then it just fell away. So there was nothing here. This was green. This was clear sky, and that is where you would have looked to have shorted it down here. The New Zealand dollar. Let me get up all these here, guys. The New Zealand dollar. Well, the New Zealand dollar, there was nothing here. There was all these EMAs here. So you would not have shorted this. It was yellow, good to go. Came up, went in, came back, retest, came back in the bottom of our green field. Hit our profit target, 45 pips. Came back, rested on the 55. So that was one that was a good one and it worked. Now the euro, I want to show you the euro because this would have kept you well out of it. Now this was looking to go long. You would not have long this, not with all these. You have the 200, you have the 365, you've got the 4 hour 55, you've got the 1 hour 200, which was resistance. So you would not have long that. All right, you would not have long that into the face of that, and that would have kept you out. And then came back to down, tested support, went back up for another run, and that was falling away. So you would not have long that anyway, but you would have stayed out of that with our other analysis on the larger time frames. But the SEB system, the reason I'm showing you this is the SEB system can keep you out of a lot of losing trades if you use it for that too. If you're taking a trade off the 4 hour or something, you want confirmation on something, you can use it for that too. Okay. So let's start with the euro yen. All right, let's start tonight with the euro yen. This is it on the weekly. Now I've shown you on the monthly where all this support is. You can see here where all the support is on the monthly, and that is where we are getting all this support from. So if we break that, then we've got clear sky below, and this could really, really go. But you know, there's a lot of support here, so be very, very careful. Now on the long fib from 2001 at present, you can see that the 25 EMA is where all this support is, and it's coming back up and it's testing this, and now it's going down. It's finding all that support on the monthly that I showed you there. It came back on Friday to the level, to the pip here of 107.33 that I told you about Thursday night that I was looking to short there. Came back to the pip and it fell away. So that was a good entry there, and I know some of you got it, so well done. Now tomorrow, if we got to pull back to around that area again, I'd still be looking for the same. But if it came back again tomorrow, it wouldn't be as strong as Friday. So I'd wait for a little bit more confirmation on our candles. All right. Now, if the Bollinger Bands stay open, then it'll give us further confirmation of a further fall. However, our stochastics are starting to turn up a little bit. They may cross, so we may get a little retrace up here. So if I get a candle formation here on the hour or the 4 hour, then I will look to short again at 107.33. But just be very, very careful with it. This may, and if something comes out about the yen, it could spike up. So be very careful with all things yen. All right, as I've said to you before last week. Now the Aussie dollar closed above 77.75. If we go down to the 1 hour, it's a 77.75 there. Closed above here, came back, retested, and then it moved up. And then it came back and went hovering around. It's now at 77.92. So it didn't really move a lot. At its height, went up and retested the R2 at 78.06. So 30 pips. But this, I do think, is going to go further. All right, this, I think we're looking at 79. We have the 200 EMA just below 79 at 78.93. We've got the weekly 55 EMA at 79.06. Then a good bit above that then here at 79.50 we have the 365. So this area here, alright, that area there is the area that you want to watch. Alright, this area here, so just below 79 is the area that this could hit. And we can see here, we can see here, 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 and go further back, that this is a big, big level. So that's, if you're long in this with me, that's our target. There will be counter trend traders there, and I will be looking to take a nice short there as well. Should we get a break above there later on in a couple of weeks, and you're looking to long this even more. The Aussie dollar, still looking bullish. All right, still looking bullish for us. If we go to the daily, I was saying to you on Thursday night about if it closed above 92.20 to look for a pullback for a long. Closed above, came back, pulled back, went down to 92, and then went long, and it's closed the week at 92.63. So this is long. So you got a lot. This I do believe is going to be heading for around 94, 0.94. The next line in the sand is 92.82, and we can see why. You can see that there. That's going to be the next line in the sand, and then a break above that, we're going to hit it we're heading for 94. 94 is my target. All right. Now, given the news out from China at the weekend, and this pair is technically in an uptrend, I do see this going higher. Now, there will be counter trend traders at 94, so watch it there. All right. If we get a break of that and a close above 94, then it may go as high as 0.98. Now, 92.20 is now support, so 92 stroke 92.20. So if it comes back there again, you're going to again look for longs. You will look for longs again around this area tomorrow. Okay, and that's me on the Aussie dollar. Now the Euro Aussie at its lowest for 12 years, it's racing away. Let me bring up the Euro Aussie.